The new Dragon Ball Heroes episode premiered at Jump Festa tonight. Dragon Ball Heroes episode 18. For those wondering about a Dragon Ball announcement at Jump Festa, there is none yet. There's one more day left of Jump Festa, but I'm not expecting an announcement. I am not expecting a Dragon Ball Super announcement at all on this event. Who knows what will happen? Like I told y'all last week, I'm just not expecting an announcement at this event. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about Dragon Ball Heroes episode 18. And so, oh man, it's like every time we do Heroes here. I know what Heroes is. You guys know what Heroes is. It's Heroes is Heroes. You know, this was the big Gogeta reveal. And my God, look, I like Gogeta. There was some good art in this episode. I love the design of Gogeta. But my goodness, the animation in this episode, dude. Like, look, I'm not like a Sakuga-like fanboy. Like, I'm not like an anime AJ or a West. Even though I respect animation, and animation can make something so much better. Aesthetics are important when it comes to animation. You know, I feel like I'm more of a story guy. You know what I mean? I like good stories, and Heroes is not giving us good stories. Now, it's also not giving us good animation, with the exception of that one episode with Sheeta. But that being said, I just feel like this one was particularly bad. I mean, there's a shot early in the episode of Hearts throwing these balls at them, and it's so stiff and wooden, bro. I thought I was having morning wood. I thought I had an erection, and not a good one. Maybe if the animation was good, I would have had an erection. Didn't have one here. Sorry, it's not PG, but I don't care. You have Jiren and Hit here. There's all these opportunities with Dragon Ball Heroes to create some great moments, and it just doesn't work. It just fails. Now, I will say this, the Gogeta transformation in the episode, you know, Gogeta's in base form. He's fighting Hearts. He transforms. It was kind of cool, but, dude, it really shows that Shintani and Sheeta, the guys who worked on the Dragon Ball Super Broly version of Gogeta versus Broly, man, it's one of those things, dude, where it's like, I'm not saying that Gogeta should only be animated by Shintani, but if you watch the Gogeta in Dragon Ball Super, or even the Gogeta in Dragon Ball Z Movie 12, Fusion Reborn, Rival of Fusion, even that Gogeta, which of course had a bigger budget than Heroes, is just so much better than this Gogeta. This Gogeta was just so, like, there was nothing there. You know, it just looked, the colors I felt were off and odd, and it was just a very weird, it just felt weird. This episode felt weirder than most other Heroes episodes. So there's a scene in this episode, and I don't know if y'all saw this or not, but there's a scene where Hearts powers up, right? And he's like, oh, and these cubes start coming out of his body. I don't know what happened. I have no idea, but the dubbing of his screams sounded so awkwardly wrong. Like, it sounded like it was like a bad 1993 English dub. You know what I mean? Before, like, the quality of English dubs have increased. But it wasn't in English, it was in Japanese. This episode felt, and they had time to work on it, by the way. This episode felt like whoever worked on it just didn't care. Honestly, that's what it felt like. And it's Gogeta, dude. You would think that with Gogeta, with how much promotion they put behind Broly, that Gogeta Blue's appearance here would be a bigger deal than it was, and be worked on by a better crew. Man. And also, like we've said before, if you're trying to make sense of the power scaling, forget it. We've already seen Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and Vegito Blue. We've seen 3 fusions. This is now the 4th fusion, I guess, in Dragon Ball Heroes, which is Gogeta Blue. And the power scaling, don't even think about it. Don't even think. Let's not forget that Vegito Blue had trouble with Cumber, and Hearts is supposed to be stronger than that. And Gogeta Blue just, I don't know, like, what do you want me to tell you? Don't try to make sense of this, because you're gonna end up having an aneurysm. You know, you're gonna need a lobotomy trying to make sense of this episode and Dragon Ball Heroes as a whole. So don't bother. And it gets worse than that. So what a disappointment this was. So Hearts, like, gets this giant, like, asteroid planet. I wasn't even sure what the hell it was, honestly. I didn't pay attention enough to care. And it was a giant, like, moon. And he chucks it at Gogeta, and then Gogeta's powering up, and that's the cliffhanger. So here we go with Dragon Ball Heroes episode 18. And we still don't have a resolution to this. Gogeta Blue and Hearts is still going on. We don't have a winner, and we're not going to get one till I don't even know when. I would say episode 19, but we don't know. So he chucks this like moon at Gogeta Blue, and Gogeta Blue's like powering up, and it's like, dude, Gogeta Blue cracked the dimensional fabric in Dragon Ball Super Broly. Gogeta Blue battled a being that shook the afterlife. Regular Gogeta did, I'm sorry, in Dragon Ball Z Movie 12. Gogeta Blue is universal tier. Do you really think a moon or a planet is going to hurt this guy? That's not really a very good cliffhanger. I would believe more so Hearts doing some kind of, key technique would be more damaging than that. So overall, this episode was a massive letdown. It just wasn't entertaining at all. It was cool seeing Gogeta Blue, I guess, but maybe I'm spoiled because of the way they did it in Broly, but this was just bad, man. Not a good episode. There is some fun stuff, but it's very little, very little. What else do you expect from Heroes? That's it. Hope you have a great day, and we'll talk soon.